Welcome to the Saturday night live variety show. All right, we have our special guest real quick because she's got stuff to do, so we got to hurry up and get her on. But she's been traveling and she's been in Mexico, and she or oh yeah, I can't see you. No.
No, we don't have the technology to do that.
No. But she did an Airbnb online, and it was nothing like the picture. So she's going to describe a little bit of what happened. Go ahead.
Okay, so we are planning on moving to Tulum for a month, and we looked months in advance, and we found this really pretty place that said it was a villa, and it looked amazing. The pictures made it look like it had this big kitchen with a dining room, a pool, all this stuff, upstairs, downstairs, like 3 levels. So we were really excited. We got it for like $1,000 a month. It's Mexico. Mexico is supposed to be a little cheaper. We get there. Is on unpaved roads in the middle of nowhere, no service, and it is like the smallest room I've ever did see in my whole entire life. Dark. It was nothing like the pictures. And then what they were showing, which was supposed to be the living room and the kitchen and the other areas, it was common areas. And they didn't put that in the description whatsoever. So last minute we had to find a new place. And for $500 more, we got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo that has a movie theater, upstairs, 2 rooftop pools, and a gym.
Wow. So,
and it's huge. So
yes, I guess you got to be careful when you go to Airbnb. So how did you have to request your money back? You had to go on Airbnb and tell them what happened.
I requested it right through Airbnb. I did contact the host, and I let her know the problems and how the pictures were very deceiving, and it's just a dark little tiny like closet that she had us in. And she read the messages, and before she would respond back, like I would send her something, she would respond back in like 15 minutes, and she didn't respond back at all. So I had to go through Airbnb. I told her like, "Hey,
Wait, that's
I will." I
Wouldn't you
was like
want
desperate for my money
to
back, so I even
like
told her I would
talk
give
to
her a
whoever's
good
in your house?
review if she would give me my money back. But she still didn't say nothing. Obviously, it was probably a scam. And then
She's trying to get her money back.
so now I'm going through Airbnb, and I let them know that the pictures are nothing like, because Airbnb has a policy
she knows that
if the Airbnb is like not like a fraud, but if it's like fake advertisement, then they will give you your money back through Airbnb.
Oh, that's great to know.
And then I had to report the post. I had to do it because obviously it's not what is in the pictures. It's very deceiving, and there's no way that I could have lived there for a whole month. And it's on an unpaved road. We were like 4-wheeling in a Prius all the way there. now we are on paved roads. I know Sadaya, I'm sure Sadaya got in the car when she came to visit. We're like, this is our new home.
She wanted to go ATVing, right?
I know, right? Oh my god, it would have been terrible.
Do you know the name of the Airbnb just in case other people don't want to get duped by the same people?
Well, hopefully the Airbnb is going to be taken down. But
doubt it.
They still haven't responded, and they respond every time right away. Like, that's the crazy part. And it says that she read my message.
Wow.
I think it's just going to make the review go down, and I think they're going to keep the post up. That's my opinion, to be honest.
Yeah. So it says private jungle villa, and
they make it sound so fancy.
That's what it's called, private jungle villa.
Does it actually have a pool?
It did have a pool, but the pool, we looked at it and we were like, that is disgusting. We wouldn't even dip our toe in there.
Oh my gosh. false
And it's
advertisement all the way around.
posted by this gentleman named Ferris, but Ferris doesn't talk to you the whole time. It's some lady. And the lady's name that I've been talking to, her name is Vilia.
Oh
And
wow.
she's the co host, Vilia, and she's a real estate agent.
Oh wow.
But shout out to this place that we're staying in now, because these people really hooked it up for us, and they got us in last minute. I messaged, but it's funny because I read this place that we're at now, I read their reviews, and there was a guy that said he was having the same problems as us with another Airbnb, and he had to get in immediately. And these
Sure,
people
was it
got
the
him in
same
immediately
Airbnb
and
that
were
they're at?
helpful. And it's two gentlemen that own this Airbnb, and the guy, one of them, he actually works here, so he will come here. It's like a condo place, and he comes to the front desk and he walks you up to your room and he shows you everything, makes sure everything's good, and yeah, and they got us in right away, like within an hour.
Oh, that's great. Because when you're traveling, it's pretty hard and scary to try to pre-book, and if you don't pre-book, you don't know if there's anything available. So that's good.
Exactly. He got us in right away. I read the other person's reviews. They have a 4.8-star rating here. So, yeah, we were really happy we could get in.
So they moved to a different Airbnb.
Yes.
So they're out of that. Oh, wait, it was so bad that they had to leave.
Yes.
Wow.
False advertisement all the way around. Well, you guys enjoy. That's a beautiful Airbnb. I'm looking at the videos now. It's gorgeous. So you guys enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Guess you got to be very careful when you're traveling. Usually when I travel, I don't even book Airbnbs only because I'm too nervous when I'm going out the state or the country. If I'm local, I do Airbnbs only because, it's a little bit difficult, and I heard a lot of horror stories with some Airbnbs. Not all. Pretty sure a lot of them are good, but you just got to be very careful. Maybe
Yeah. So what
condos.
happened? Remember we went to Miami, right? And we went to that sketchy looking
Yes.
hotel. How did we end up getting that hotel?
That was through Airbnb too. That
That
was
was through
listed.
Airbnb.
Yep, and it was on Airbnb, and that was false
Wow.
advertisement.
So then we went to a brand hotel, like a
Yes.
actual like a Hilton or so. Where was
What was the name? A Hyatt, I think it was. And it was beautiful.
either or it's
Yeah.
like an
So,
actual hotel.
yeah. So now when I go places, I just go ahead and book the hotel and something
It's worth it.
name brand. It might be a lot more expensive, but it's definitely worth it because you have someone to blame, to get your money back, to because I couldn't even get my money back from Airbnb on that one
Oh my
because they
gosh.
just gave me back my cleaning fee for it. So after that, that was just a little horror story. Because
They how they charge you a cleaning fee
they charged me the cleaning
when
fee,
they left the place dirty.
right? So that's why they gave me back the cleaning fee, but they didn't give me back the money for the stay, even though we didn't stay there.
They never gave you your money back for the stay.
Nope. I ended up having to pay it because I didn't want it falling on
Wait,
me.
was that the one day that was you or dad that was like screaming on the phone with support?
Oh, we both were.
Oh,
We definitely both were screaming because we are just like, it's not fair. We didn't stay at that place. I wouldn't even call it a hotel. I don't know what
oh
it was
yeah, me and
called.
Lana were like in the corner laughing. You guys are like almost cursing them out.
Yeah, because it's awful. You spend that much money, you're excited about going to a place, and then you get there, and
And it was like a college dorm.
yes, exactly. That's what it looked like, a college dorm. And the rooms were so small. When you walk in, all it was a bed and a little TV.
Like the rooms are like together.
Yeah. And then my oldest child was supposed to be there. Thank goodness she didn't come because the pull-out bed was not a pull-out bed like they said. It was like a futon, a small futon.
Wow.
So couldn't even my youngest daughter couldn't even fit on the futon almost by herself because it was just so small. It was like one of them tiny futons
So a
that you
futon's
pull
like,
up.
is that like a what turns into a bed or is it
Yeah,
a
it turns
couch?
into a bed. It's supposed to look like a couch, but it was so thin that when it tried to turn into a bed, and then it was dirty. It had
Ew.
crumbs and food still
And what?
stuck on it.
Wasn't there something in the bathroom like black mold or something?
Yeah, a ring around the tub, and the toilet
That is
was mold.
disgusting.
Then we went and got cleaning supplies and was trying to clean, but I was just like, why do I have to do this? Like sit here and scrub. When I
We
go to a
were
hotel,
there
I
really.
clean,
We
but
went
not
in
like
there and we
that.
walked right out.
Yeah, it was really bad. So we just got our stuff. I mean, we were scared something was gonna just jump out on us when we were asleep. We couldn't even sleep properly.
Yeah.
So, and I just hear horror stories. Like a friend of mine, she went to Texas and she rented an Airbnb, and she did a for some odd reason, I don't know why, she did a shared Airbnb. I never even heard of that, where there's other people in the room, a house, and you rent a room out.
That's like carpooling, but house pooling.
Yeah. Yeah, so they had a whole house for rent, but they were renting the rooms. So she rented one room. She was only staying for 3 days. Um, and she went there, and it was roaches in the
No,
refrigerator,
in the
in the
refrigerator.
refrigerator, and
I
in the
would have
house.
left so quick
She didn't want to bring her stuff in. She was so scared,
because
and
the roaches will go with you.
yeah. So she didn't bring any of her stuff in. She was trying to look for a hotel the next day after sleeping in her car.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, her
terrible.
rental. She got up and went and searched all the hotels because
There is no hotels available.
no, she
Where
went
was this?
down there. It was it Dallas, and the area she went in, I guess there was an event. That's why she went, like a big event that she was going to a concert. I don't know. It might have been even
Just a
Beyonce's concert
stadium
or
somewhere
something. Yeah,
in Dallas.
yeah. So she had to go further out to find something else, but and ended up going to a
Dallas
hotel.
really that popular?
Yeah, I think it was a concert or something she
Maybe
went
that
to.
explains why all the hotels were booked.
Yeah, so
So
she did the
I would
Airbnb.
have went to at least even in a different. I would have drove to a different state to find a hotel.
Me too.
I wouldn't sleep in my car. I
I
never. I
know.
never did that in
And
my
it's
life.
hot out in Texas too. I think she said it was like 100 or 80, 90
You gotta
degrees.
be like sleeping in a car like this.
Yeah,
Like no,
no.
no.
I slept in the car once because dad locked me out. And he was asleep and I couldn't get in.
Oh,
I didn't feel
that's
like,
I'm scared what happened. Like when you guys leave the door locked and I come home from work, I'm scared that you guys are gonna do that to me. I have to sleep outside.
yeah.
I had an emergency plan. So like if you guys ever lock me outside the house, I'm gonna just go take an Uber and go to that hotel down the street.
Yes, you have
I
emergency
have
plan.
I have emergency money just in case. I have to spend $100 on a hotel if I get locked out in the middle of the night.
Yeah, because
Because I don't want to be. I want to. I don't want to bang at your door in the middle of the night. Y'all
that's
gonna
what
think
I didn't want to
it's an
do.
intruder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just get a hotel.
And I'm a property manager, so we don't do lockouts. So if somebody gets locked out, it's like, don't call us. So
Mhm.
I always tell people to make a key and then have a spare key and leave one in your car and make another key and leave somewhere around your house, somewhere outside where no one else can see it, or get a lockbox and put a key in there just in case. And always have keys around to
Yeah,
get inside your house because
yeah. I
if
remember I was at a mall and I lost my keys in my car, and I was like, oh man, I need a new key. So like I looked up on the internet and see if I can get a new key like really quick. And this guy that it's like a service where you like bring a key to you really
locksmith.
quick. Yeah, really quick. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Let me call them. And then it said it costed $600. $600 for. I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna just sit in this car for a while until I find my keys. And I ended up finding my keys. Thank goodness.
Yeah, this is mad, and that was how many years ago?
That was like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, so inflation now it might be more.
Oh no, really?
Yes.
Oh my god. Because like with my apartment, it was like 1,500, and I had a two. It was like it was a luxury apartment with You went there. It was 2 bedrooms. You get included with laundry. What do you call it? The wash and dryer, and you get cable with it, and
Wow.
you get 2 decks. I didn't know I was 2 decks until I left. in um in the garage, and it was just so nice and 1,500. But now you can never get that. 1,500 is only like what, like one bedroom,
Yeah,
and
a
it's
lot of
not
places.
luxury.
No,
No,
no. If you want luxury in a nice
it's
area,
like $3,000 now a month.
yeah, yeah, you're right. Because I just went. This lady was like, "Oh, I have a brand new place. I'm repairing and remodeling." She wanted me to see it, so if I had any tenants or clients, and we went over there, and I'm literally standing in the living room slash dining room area. It wasn't that big, but it was pretty. New flooring. It had like a nice counter in the kitchen, where you could put the stools and everything. New appliances, wash and dryer hookup. Bathroom was pretty decent size. All the bedrooms were good size, and little backyard and street parking. And it's just apartment, one level apartment. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, it's really nice. And she's like, in your professional opinion, how much would you charge? And I guess I'm old school because I'm like, okay, you don't have the washer and dryer, you just have the hookups, you don't have street park, off street parking. I said 1,500 is reasonable for a 3 bedroom. She looked at me like I was had four heads. She was like 1,500. She was like, no. She was like, I'm looking at like $18 to $2,000 a month, and I almost passed out. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And she was like, 'cause I got to recoup the money I
so
put in
terrible.
to fix it. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, those are the rents now. And to me, I'm like, I want the whole house for two thousand
They're blaming
dollars.
COVID for this. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, at first it was blaming COVID, why the
It's
prices and
been
everything.
5 years since COVID
Yeah,
happened,
but then we have another inflation increase, and
and there's
people's insurance and taxes went up. So
and
now,
tariffs.
yes, and so now people are looking to recoup their money. So they do it obviously, like we say with um, the companies. They're not going to take the price. They're going to give it to the consumers. So same thing with a rental. They're not going to consume the insurance and the taxes. They're going to give it to the renters. So that's what you guys pay for now.
Wow,
Yeah,
terrible.
it is. It's terrible, but if you were an owner and you own the
Yeah, I don't know
property,
how people
you
move
don't want
out
to pay
when
for it.
they're 18 years old now. I don't know how they do it.
I
Cause
don't know either.
yeah, cause like minimum wage is 15 an hour. You can't live off. What you gotta pay like 1,500 for just a bedroom.
Yep. I see a lot of people if they want to move out of their parents' house, I see a lot of people moving in with roommates.
Oh yeah,
But
roommates. Yeah, but I don't do. I had one roommate in college. I never went back. Never. I got a roommate with myself in college the second semester.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do roommate. I had my cousin with me. One, I think she stayed a
And
year
I
with
just
me.
like privacy. I want
Yes.
myself. I want my own space, and like it was weird because like it was like a room together with us, and we had a line like a border, and but his side of the stuff, he had like just cans and just food bags and just bunch of just trash all on his side. My side was only messy because I had art stuff. I had a bunch of art stuff in my little corner. But if you live by yourself, without a roommate, then you get to have the whole entire room,
Mhm.
and you don't have to worry about sharing space or anything. So in college, I think you had to do like you had to have like a disability or something. I think
In
you had
order
to,
to get your own room.
yeah, for the first semester.
Mhm.
But the second semester, I think you can pick. I think it's like uh, what do they say? Like go, whoever goes first, they get it. Go,
Like a lottery or something.
yeah, it's like a lottery, but like well, whoever goes first, they
I have no idea what you're saying.
whoever goes like whoever goes first.
So whoever says I want that room first,
Yes,
they just give it to them.
whoever. But if the like in last place, then they don't get the room. It's like I forgot to say. It's like first choose first.
First come, first serve.
Yeah, first come, first serve. First come, first serve. How do you say it?
First come, first serve.
Oh, first come, first serve. Yeah,
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they did that. I thought it was more you put your information in an application, and if you want a roommate with somebody, put it in roommate, and then they pick and choose who's gonna go where and do what. They
It's the
don't do that.
same price, I think, when you have a roommate, which is
Same
weird.
price
Yeah,
as not having a roommate?
that's from what I remember.
No, I think it's more because that's
Well,
how they get you. You have to have a roommate. Other than that, you probably couldn't afford it if you wanted your own room.
I paid it with my student loans, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more if you
It
want
probably
to.
is more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that's why most people try to roommate to save a little money.
yeah. Not
Yeah,
happening
but
for me. No more roommates for me.
no.
Nope. Just gonna. I like my space. I have my own space now in my house with my parents.
Yeah,
And
and that's a smart way to do it. And then you save and you don't have all
I'm
the
probably moving
extra
up around 30.
expenses.
30 is like adult.
A lot of people are doing that now. I saw a lady on TikTok, but she had bought a house and her daughter was like 16, so she did the whole attic upstairs and made an apartment for her daughter.
Really?
And yeah, and then she made one of her sons the full basement as his
Oh, that's
apartment.
so nice.
Yeah, so he had a
Yeah,
bathroom,
yeah. The
a
basement for the
kitchen.
son and then the attic for the
Yep. And I
daughter.
was like, that's a genius idea because they have their own, it's a real apartment. They have their own space. They can leave in and out when they want to.
The way our house is, it's like we have our own apartments.
Right. Yeah. Same thing with you
We each
guys.
have our personal space.
Yep. Only
Just
your
great.
own bathrooms.
Yeah.
Only thing shared is the kitchen. Sorry.
Yeah, we all take over the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we're now, because of inflation and tariffs, we're all eating at home now.
Yes, I
Well,
definitely am.
I did DoorDash the other day, but that was because I didn't feel like eating. I just get sick of eating the same thing over and over, so I switched. Now it's going back to tuna. I'm going back to tuna. I'm gonna eat that. I bought 10 cans of tuna. I'm gonna eat tuna for the rest of the month to see how that goes for dinner. That's my dinner.
Wow. Okay.
My brother, I don't know how he does it. Cream, he just eats tuna on his. He does, he does the tuna bagels.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to what you guys eat.
When
But
he saw me
yeah,
making the sandwiches, it wasn't that expensive, but it's just I don't know. You're like you don't like subs.
no.
Why don't you like subs?
I had a horrible experience when I was
Oh
pregnant.
yeah, what happened? You were just throwing up.
Yeah, I had a sub and I threw
I
up
don't think
and
they're
I could
good for you
not
then.
stop throwing up.
I think there's something in this. I think it's the bread. It might be the bread.
I don't know what it is, but I knew after that I was never
I
eating
think,
subs
and
again.
maybe it's the lunch meat.
I think it might be the lunch meat. I heard it's
I'm
a
getting
lot of
sick of the
sodium.
lunch meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's too, I like no. I'm getting sick of this. This does not taste healthy. So
Yeah, I think it's something in with it, and yeah, after that I never was into subs.
and I have the Prime. If you guys know what that is, the Prime hydration drinks. I got that after going on. I just went on a nice mile run, and had a nice hydration drink. So I got 5 of those. They're only $1.99 each for each of them.
At
$1.99
Hannaford.
at Hannaford. They don't know what that is if they're from a different country.
Oh, if you're from a different country, you can look it up, Hannaford, and you probably can get them on Amazon.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can get Prime. You can probably get like big giant packs from Amazon, like probably like 30 packs
Yeah,
of Prime. They're really. You tried it.
it
You
was
said
really good.
it's like it has coconut water in it, and it's really really good.
Yeah, it's great for hydration, and I think it's
It has
looking at it.
electrolytes in it.
Yes, and it looks like it's a lot better than Gatorade.
Yeah, Gatorade's sugary.
Very sugary.
It's so disgusting. It just like, but the Prime tastes like actual like kind of like water, but the Gatorade just tastes like it's like Kool Aid.
Yes, yeah, exactly, because there's so much sugar in it.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to be a little healthier, first try, if you like coconut water, do coconut water. If you don't like
I hate coconut
coconut
water,
water,
but I
like,
like Prime. But
you're
it's
right.
coconut water. It's like 10% coconut water in there.
Yeah, so then you can do something like that. Prime. Yep.
Just- or just water.
Yes, or water.
Yeah, Poland Spring. But yeah, we tear up the waters every time we get water. It's just I remember I bought 3 packs or more than that, and it was gone within 2 days.
Yes, we love water. It's hydrating. But yes, we got to stop. Dad bought the filters, so I
Oh,
think the
you did?
filter, yes,
Oh,
it's
that's
doing the
good.
filter water. That's good.
I'm using my hydration drinks, the Prime drinks, and I'm gonna use the filter too.
Yes.
That filter is expensive. It's like $20, $30.
Yes,
It,
expensive,
I mean,
but
how
it lasts
it,
for about 3 months. So I
it,
think it's worth
it
it.
hasn't been 3 months since we changed it, has it?
Yeah.
It's been that long, really?
Yeah. The
Time
filters
flies.
last for a while. Yeah.
Goodness. And we're going to Mexico. Can't wait to go to Mexico.
Yes. Yes. If you guys know anything about Mexico or have any information for us, let us know. Because I never been, but my daughter, she loves it. Um, and they have an amazing time every time they go.
Hmm.
And I can't wait to go and enjoy it myself and just get away.
I'm excited to go into the cave where the water is, and it's supposed to be warm, right? Like
Yes,
like
and
really
that's
warm.
called
'Cause I
Escaret.
want it to be hot because I hate going in water when it's like 70 degrees.
Well, Mexico is definitely hot,
That's
so
good.
you won't have any problem.
Alexis said that the water was the in Playa del Carmen is perfect.
Yes, she said it's really nice, beautiful beaches.
They don't have like wildlife in there, do they?
I have no idea.
Because the wildlife that she was showing us. Remember the crabs and
Yeah, that's in Barcalar, Mexico.
Barcelona, Mexico. I never heard that one.
Yes,
Is that
so
near Cancun at all?
it's about 2 hours from Tulum.
Wherever that is.
Yeah, so it's 2 hours from Tulum. You get off the Tulum out of the Tulum airport, and you can go 2 hour drive to Barcalar, and it's a beautiful paradise island. It's very beautiful. If you want something more, serene, outlight, what is it, wildlife,
I am not into
nature.
wildlife at all. No, not
Well, Escaret is like
gates.
that.
Is snakes?
I'm pretty sure.
Are they gonna like segregate them?
No, Escaret has a lot of wildlife too, which I can't wait. I love like birds and different
Oh,
types of
brother.
animals. I hope I don't get eaten alive, but yes,
I don't they
I
have like
love it.
gates for them? They don't have no gates?
I don't know. I saw the videos of Escaret, and it's basically people were sitting down eating
I'm just
their
scared of
breakfast and
snakes.
lunch, and you could see like the animals walking
Oh,
by
you
and
got
stuff like
animals
that.
walking by while you're just eating.
Yep.
That sounds safe. Dad is not
Maybe
doing that,
they're
is he?
not. No, that he's not going, but I'm going.
I'll go, but and we're going. Alana says we're going zip lining.
Yeah, you guys are going zip lining. I'm not
What
doing
does
zip
zip line look like? How high up is it?
lining. Really high. That's why I'm surprised she said she's going. And you guys are going snorkeling.
I'm not going snorkeling.
Oh, well, they're going snorkeling
Wait,
then.
so you just see the fish?
Yep.
How much is that included in the package?
Oh, that might be extra.
If it's extra, I'm not going.
Oh, I
I
think
don't
it's
like to
fine.
touch fish. I don't want to touch snakes. I don't want to touch animals. I, they can stay on TV.
Oh, I can't wait to go. We're gonna have a lot of
I
footage
can't wait to
and
go too.
video.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for the water, the my own room. I'm excited for the jacuzzi. I'm excited for the. I thought with the escarret. Is that how you say it?
Yes, that's correct.
Escarret. I thought it was just you just go in a little cave with water and you just swim in it and that's it.
No, there's so much to do there. So many different activities. Escaret,
It's like
based
a
off of researching, You can get the Mayan culture and the Mexican culture, and actually deep dive into how the ruins were built, and and just so many different things that you wouldn't get otherwise. So it's a beautiful place, and I can't wait to experience it.
Wow.
So we're gonna go into commercial for a few seconds.
All right.
Feeling unprepared for the future? You're not alone. 67% of Americans don't have a will, 43% struggle with bad credit, and nearly 60% lack life insurance. But there's good news. Just $1 can change that. At Freedom Path, we're turning the financial world on its head. It's time to take control. Start your own financial services brokerage today with no experience needed and help others do the same. Gain access to over $100 million in resources. Join a community that's transforming lives, $1 at a time. Ready to make a difference? Visit www.freedompath.com/funding with Sonia. Your journey begins now.
Yes, so get to Freedom Path, freedompath.com/funding with Sonia, and get all your financial needs, funding, become bankable, get money for your businesses, get grants, loans, and get prepared for your next event or next business.
So I want to be part of Freedom Path myself. I want to invest in the future when I'm like 40 years old or 35 years old or late when I get money and a career going. I want to invest in real estate properties and stuff like that because I know how to invest in stocks, but I don't know how to invest in real estate. So could you give us some intel on that?
Yeah, so definitely go to freedompath.com
Oh man.
backslash funding with Sonia. You can set up a consultant um, with me, and basically, I can go over everything with you as far as how to invest in real estate, how to um, grow your portfolio, and everything, and how do you get funding for your business and how to grow. So definitely go there, start there. It's only $1 to sign up right now. So you better join now while it's only $1, and you can join Freedom Path, and you become funded, and teach you how to become bankable. And if you get your own loan, you get paid off your own loan as well. So right now, it's only $1, and you can get some money in your pocket, teach others how to become bankable, teach them others how to invest. They also have how to prepare wills, how to um, invest in your future, and how to become financially free. So it's a wealth of information, and right now it's only $1. So definitely join, get on there. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
So when you're investing in real estate at like ground zero, you got to get a loan basically because like if you only have like $10,000 and you just get a loan. You,
Well, if you're starting from ground zero and you don't really know much about investing, the first thing you want to do is become educated. Don't go out there and just do it. I hear people say, "Oh, the first thing you got to do, you just got to go out there and do it." No. First thing you want to do is become educated. So, someone like me or someone else, you can set up a consultation with, and basically get all the information that you need to be able to take your first step. The information that you need is, are you prepared to become a landlord when you're investing? Even if you just want to get your first home and you want it to be a 2 family, 3 family, or 4 family, you can get up to a 4 family with FHA, or even a USDA loan. You can get ground up construction for 1 or 2 families as well.
can you do start off with commercial? Is that too much?
You have to have a lot of money. And commercial is a whole nother ball game as a first time investor, unless you have a
That's what I was
wealth of
thinking of doing
knowledge.
when I
Um,
like old.
I would not, me personally, I would not tell anyone to start with commercial.
Start with a
Um,
four family or a duplex.
yeah, do duplex or fourplex, and basically that will be your determination if this is something you want to do, because it's a lot that comes with it, especially when you're managing a property and you're putting people in a property. First rule of thumb is not to put your family and friends into units,
Oh
unless
no,
they're
don't no
your
no
kids or your parents. But
no.
any outside family, never do that unless you hire a property management company. The next thing is, if you're starting from the beginning, you want to make sure you prepare your credit. We also do that at Freedom Path for only $1. You can get started and start repairing your credit, because that's something you definitely want to do. People say, "Oh, you don't really need credit. You can do seller financing and things like that to get into a property, but you're always going to need money. So the best thing is to do is to start with your credit. So get your credit on track first. Then after that, you can talk to a lender or a financial advisor
And
through Freedom
also,
Path, and they will assist you on how much you can afford. So
hmm
you might put together your plan, but you want to make sure how much can you afford for a home. If you're doing a four family, usually they'll use the rents from the other three units that are coming in as income up to about 75%. So you wouldn't have to have that much income to get into a four family. And as long as your credit is good, then that's something, a possibility you can get into. But then you have to remember, if you're going to be the landlord, you need that education, because you're either going to have a handyman on service if you're not um, like into construction, or you don't know certain things about owning a home, such as flooring. Anything could happen when you're a landlord. You,
so when can you like hire a landlord? Like hiring a landlord basically is property management.
yes, that's considered a property manager.
Okay, because yeah, I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to, because I just don't want to deal with kicking people out and having to argue with them and all that type of stuff. I want someone else to do that for me.
Yes. So remember, if you do that and you're hiring a management company, most large management companies charge like 12% and up off the rents. Smaller companies, single company, they might charge 10 to 15% um, off the monthly rents. And a lot of times they collect the rents and they take their fee out and send you the money for
Oh,
whatever's
okay.
owed and things like that. So,
But then there's a bunch of expenses like like repairing the building
yes,
and a bunch of like a whole list of stuff like you gotta pay loan fees and stuff like that.
yes, if you have a loan, you got to make sure you're paying your mortgage. And definitely, it's property management is no joke. As if you're hiring someone, it's a little bit easier, but then you still got to stay on top of it, because your mortgage is due. If people are paying their rent late or not on time,
Oh no.
then it could affect you if you don't have the reserve to pay your rent on
And
time.
everybody getting kicked out.
Yeah, so you always want to make sure that you have enough money in your reserves to cover the rent for 3 to 4 months, just in case something happens. And that's why I think, as an investment, two families to four units is the best to start off when you're owning a home. If you're young and you want to get into investment or own your first home, it will help with some of the payments for your mortgage, but you have to find the right tenant. And
So would you be living with the person or would you having just be not living with the person and having a
if
duplex?
if this is your first investment, your goal is to probably live there for 1 or 2 years, and then move out and
'Cause I
then
have
rent
heard of
both
that.
units. Or if it's a four unit, you probably want to live there for 1 or 2 years, and then the owner's unit now turns into another investment, and you go into your next investment property, depending on if you want a single family. Maybe you're getting married and having kids, and you just need that single family. And then you would have the income from your 2 to 4 unit, hopefully, the money from the 2 to 4 unit to be able to help you with the home that you moved into.
So how did you do you come up with the income? Like you need like a good job, a high paying job. Like
No, some people on social um, security can purchase a home. There's people, I know a lot of people just have social security and maybe a part-time job on the side. They purchase a two-family or duplex or fourplex um, as their residence. So you don't need a lot of income. This the less income you make, then maybe you need to go with a fourplex and use an FHA loan to be able to purchase your property because you need less money down. If you're a minority, there are minority loans and grants that will assist you up to $15,000 to $30,000 down.
wow, I didn't know about
Um,
that.
if you're not a minority, there are other grants that are available that goes up to $30,000 to $50,000 depending on if you qualify. Most of those grants, though, that they ask if you qualify for, you have to have under a certain income bracket. I have a client now that couldn't take his raise for a
Oh
home
my gosh.
until he purchased his home. So he was going to get a raise on his job, but that would take him out of the income bracket to get the
Wow.
grant. So in order to get the grant, he has to
They
um,
let him do that?
yeah, he had to
That
tell
is
his
so that is a good boss.
yeah, he had to tell his job, look, I can't take the raise right now, but as soon as I find a house and under contract, I will take the raise because he doesn't want to get into a different income bracket because then he will lose on his grant. So that's another thing. So if you're making a lot of money, grants are not going to be for you. But if you're making a lot of money, then you should be able to come up with, you know, 5%, 10%, or 20% down. And that's usually what most banks are looking for when you go to purchase a home. And then you can't forget closing costs. Some people think, okay, I just need 5%, 10%, 20% down, and that's it. But then you got closing costs. Closing costs um, is a whole plethora of things depending on what bank you go through, what broker you use. There's points, there's fees, um, there's taxes, there's insurance, there's attorney fees. Um, so there's a lot of fees that are into your closing costs, and usually I say 4%. So whatever the home is, you would need 4%
This is
for
like a fee
closing
for
costs
everything.
and 3.5% for your down payment. And I say that even if you're getting a grant to have at least 3% um, down payment and 4% closing costs.
So you
And
should be doing math of like calculating what you're paying.
yes, and even if you're going to use seller concessions, because at this day in this market, a lot of houses uh, is getting bought, and a lot of people are losing out because they're using seller concessions. But if you can get seller concessions, you can. But that's basically it's getting rolled into the loan. So if you're usually what most people do, if a house is 150 and you need that 4% to close, they'll add it into the price of the home, and then basically it's like loaning yourself the money to purchase the home. So you can do that um, to purchase the home, and if you don't have the full amount to close for closing costs.
Oh,
Yes, but you don't need a lot of money to purchase a home. You just need to know how to do it. And there's a whole lot of different ways to purchase a home. There's rent to own, there's lease option to buy, there's seller financing, there's conventional mortgage, there's FHA, there's USDA with no money down, no closing costs. There's also NACA. NACA is no money down, no closing costs, low buyout fees. Um, so there's many different ways to purchase a home. So if you're curious more about that, we could talk about that in the next segment next week. And I think we're going to end with that.
all right.
But yes, thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions, definitely let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. So enjoy your day, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.